Very good day and welcome back to another session of Picnic Plays Avatar Legends, where we left off last time with the teenagers after they solved the mystery of the missing food in the farming village of Ganjingzi. And in the end, it was the farmer with the name of Mori, who Jia Long, who is sadly not here today, suspected the whole time. And he was taking away the food to feed a growing, ever hungry platypus bear, whose egg he found in the just somewhere one day and decided to raise, but it all got out of hand. And he got very flustered and got backed into a corner by these teenagers.
Up to no good.
Up to no good again.
We're throwing hands.
No.
Breaking kneecaps?
Breaking kneecaps?
Breaking kneecaps.
Breaking kneecaps, cool. And today they're going to see what they're going to do with this platypus bear called Xin. And because Jia Long found out that who she thought was the culprit all along actually was our one-armed girl has one-armed girl who might identify as a goblin, but that's up to Zoe to decide for her own character. Has stormed off in a rage, in a fury. Is still somewhere following the group, but is not that present either physically or mentally, because she is getting heated in her head and it has to get out.
She's going Schmeagol mode.
She's going Schmeagol mode, indeed.
That's not Schmeagol.
That's what the seagulls that nest on top of my roof at home sound like.
Okay, let's not get distracted. Immediately after the intro.
No. So today our group of adventurous teenagers are going to see what to do with the platypus bear. And last time they were discussing what to do with it, and if I recall correctly, you came to the decision to trade it off with whom you know as the Black Hand.
Okay.
If correct me if I'm wrong.
I can't correct you even if I wanted to.
And the leader is called Peter Beautiful.
Is it?
How do you know?
Pietje Bell.
Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah. Okay.
Always with one-liner jokes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So,
too Dutch.
how are we going
Too
to
Dutch.
find this black hand?
Are we in character now
Yes.
or? Oh,
If you want to be, you can be.
Okay.
okay. Wait, remind me like the physical setting. Like we
The
are
physical setting.
cornering this
Okay.
man, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
Well, you.
I'm pretty sure I made like 2 walls to the side of us.
we're in front of a cave.
Yeah, you're still in front of the
Mhm.
cave where you found Mori with the platypus bear.
Wasn't it the girl that was with us talking
Hong
about
Kong.
Hong
Is
Kong?
also.
I was talking about the Black Hand, so maybe she knows.
Oh no, not from.
Oh.
from
Okay.
she knows.
Wait, who started talking about the Black Hand?
Who brought it up?
Everyone knows a bit. She started talking to you about how one of the
Oh yeah.
other village boys who left a month ago.
She had like PTSD flashback, didn't she?
A little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe we need to find that boy because he was the
Well,
male
she knows more.
son.
The,
I don't think we have to
Or
go
the
back to that
hunters.
the
village.
hunters.
Yeah. Maybe we should find the hunter's son.
Okay, how are we
Is
gonna
Nula
find-
with us?
Go to the
No.
hunter.
Nula is with his aunt.
Okay. So you're role playing Mori, I assume.
If you're going to talk to Mori,
I will be talking to Mori. Okay. Do you know where we can find the Black Hand?
I think I've heard some stuff from. I think think I do. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you're coming with us.
Uh,
You stole the food, you're coming with us.
Does that mean the platypus bear is coming with us also?
No, he's staying here. We're not bringing that thing all the way.
Unsupervised?
Hasn't he been unsupervised the entire time?
No, 'cause
No, I
come
don't
here
think
every
so.
night.
Well, that
Almost
doesn't
every
mean
night.
during the day that he's supervised.
Shouldn't we maybe?
I could just lock it off.
Do we trust Mori enough to stay with the platypus?
I can just lock off the cave. He joins us, I lock off the cave.
Wouldn't the platypus bear die then?
I leave a little bit of breathing space. He has food. It's always stolen to feed him.
Does he have still have food?
We can peek into the cave.
Okay, I peek into the cave to check if there's food.
You see a few cabbages lying around, but not that much.
We won't be gone for long.
Wait, when does the Fire Nation guard come from to collect the shit?
2 days, 1.5
Okay.
day, 1 day.
1.5 days.
Okay, so maybe
It's nighttime. now.
probably enough food to survive that long. So we really need to find the blackhead.
Yeah, so we leave him here, I lock off the cave.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, shouldn't we bring the platypus bear with us if we want to trade it with them? What's the point of going there, talking to
Yeah.
them, coming back, taking the platypus bear, and going there again?
But it's
Is it safe to take
I
with us?
don't think they're gonna believe a couple of teenagers that we have a platypus bear. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real.
Ah,
Trust
yeah,
me.
sure you
It's
do.
real. It's real.
Sure you do,
Give
bud.
us
Sure
your,
you
give
do.
us your food and then we will come tomorrow with the okay, yeah, let's take
I'd
the
much
bear.
rather have seen with me. 'Cause,
Okay.
Does he listen to you, Mori?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like my child.
Yeah, we have to take the bear.
Yeah, we can take them both.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the whole point of.
Okay. we
Okay,
take
so
both.
we're taking the bear.
Mhm.
Taking the bear.
And the food.
And the food.
I take a
Cabbages.
little, I take a bite out of the cabbage.
No,
I still want my
It's
cabbage.
crunchy.
I still want my cabbage from in the village.
not the cabbages.
It's the cabbage is crunchy, although you've had better cabbages. It does taste a bit like moldy cave.
A bit soaked by platypus saliva.
Tastes like
Yeah.
home.
Okay.
And Hong Hong was first. The girl, the farmer girl, was first standing to the side and comes up to you. So and she goes, "So you're going to the Black Hand?
Yeah.
If you
Can you help us in any way? You might know something.
You know that the hunter's son, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if you see someone resembling Gao. He's tall, black hair, nice eyes.
That's
Yeah.
everyone in
Does
the
he have a nose?
Earth Kingdom.
He has a nose.
Whoa.
Whoa, it's very sharp. It's nice. It's
Does he have a
nice.
mouth? Ears?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, do you know him?
I don't think I do. So.
Any other generic creatures?
Ryu isn't really sure what's going on. Ryu doesn't really understand. It's like, what are you guys talking about?
Does Rio also have a sharp nose?
No. He's just like, he's just a very oblivious boy. He's just like, he just doesn't get the joke. He's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, if
If we see him, we'll
yeah,
Let him know.
just let him know that I worry.
Will do.
Everyone is worrying about him. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for your help.
I'll return now. Good luck.
You too?
And thank you for helping us out, I guess.
No worries, I guess.
She gotta tell everybody about Mori.
Huh?
No.
Are you asking?
No.
No, this is player me.
Oh.
Like,
No.
are there gonna be like consequences if we just let her go? Well, okay, fair enough.
Can you please not tell the city about Mori, by the way?
We'll come back within maybe then we will. And we will tell the village.
Give us time to
Let
at
him
least do this trade, and then we will talk to the elder.
If you're not coming back before,
Fine.
when the army comes along,
We will be back.
okay, I hope you have something to stock up.
It will be okay.
We promise.
Worst case, we kill the bear and sell that, and give that to the Fire Nation.
And as you're saying that, Amora here, he's like,
You shut up.
what?
Shouldn't have stolen the food, brother.
Ryu was like,
It's the bear or the people. And sucks for you, it's the bear.
You would.
You should have grown your own food for the bear.
I was.
Not enough, clearly. You should have talked to the people.
No, don't talk. Don't
You
talk.
dug your own grave and now you have to lay in it.
Okay, let's try to
Sounds
not
familiar.
make the
Maybe
worst
in
case
Marmot.
scenario though.
No, we'll
Like
go to the
come to
Black Hand.
play.
We'll get there when we get
Okay, so which way?
Which way?
there. Good one.
And you see Maury scratching his head. Where? Okay. So the only one I've had information from on the Black Hand is the merchant who travels around. And I think he is very connected to it. And I know where he and his wife live.
Let's go to this man's voice sleeping. Which way?
It's a 4-hour walk, so we'll get there in the morning.
Okay, then we go with our little bear.
Oh my, night hike, yay!
Is the bear big enough to ride?
No, it's 6 months old, so
Oh.
it's not fully grown yet.
Is the torch still lit? I remember we had a torch and me and Zoe had to like do a whole thing to fireband on it and hide it.
We extinguished it.
Do you want it to be lit?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go on a 4-hour long walk through the forest,
In the dark.
we might want some light.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It is still lit.
no, it's not. We put it out. So I'm like, okay,
Oh, no.
Can't
we
really
did.
light it.
I'm gonna
But it's
not
always
in, but not
lit.
in front of Mori. Because if
No, just do
No,
go to
firebending.
the forest again.
okay, I'm gonna make a fire quickly. See you guys in a second, and I just kind of like pretend to gather sticks and shit and
Mori is not.
really paying
Paying
attention.
attention.
He's just
attention.
petting the bear. He's, who's a
Yeah.
good boy?
Okay,
Who's a good boy?
I'm just like-
I was like, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
I just like I
Oh,
just take
jeez.
the torch and okay, I did it. Let's go.
We're quite good at making fires.
Thank you. I was trained in the colonies.
Oh, what kind of kit do you have with you to?
You got a kit? Oh, you know, I can just use natural tinder, and I have a little bit of flint and a striker light, you know.
Rely on your skills and training.
Yeah, exactly.
I have these 2 dice, you see, and I rolled.
Did I roll
so
it like
meta.
hot fire?
So meta.
But no, you know, if you know the tricks, fire is actually quite easy to make.
Well, I never really managed to be very good at it, so.
Come on, guys, let's talk. We have to get
I
going.
guess some people just have an affinity to it. Anyway, I'll lead because I have the torch. Can you tell me where to go?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Is there anything you talk about while journeying, or do we want to?
Nice weather, like.
Is that
Wait, I
Have you
wanna.
guys
I
seen the
forgot the
news?
questions that you are.
No.
If
Oh,
the-
yeah, we didn't
me
talk
neither.
about that.
if the Black Hand have any idea on how to be a cool gang, they probably have like black handprints with like codes underneath how you can find their base.
Like with ink today.
Yeah, just ink on
On the
their hands
wall,
and then on
yeah.
the wall, and then they have like a
They
secret
have like
code.
necessity.
Maybe they have this
some kind of group.
Maybe they live in the city and have this cool hats, you know, from
Maybe you
Peaky
have this, maybe
Blinders.
you have like
Yeah.
this cool like leader called like Big Mother, or you know, a variation of that.
Ryu really wants to ask about like
A
different
different
rebel
teacher.
groups and like resistance, but like he doesn't want to come off as like suspicious for not knowing it, so he's just like, I'm gonna ask about this later.
No, I don't think there's anything we talk about. I think it's just walking. Just
silent.
a silent, dreary hike through the forest.
I'm so tired.
You do see that Mori has never taken such a long walk, we've seen, and the bear gets distracted a lot. So it does take a bit longer than the prospected 4 hours. Like 5.5. And it being still a child bear, still a bit easily tired. But
Is
you
he
do get
heavy?
there.
We're not going to lift Platypus Bear.
I think a bear of around 6 months old is still quite
Energetic.
heavy.
Yeah. Ryu is like military training, so he's just like kind of fine, you know, like.
Marching along. How are your
He's clueless, but he can walk.
Hmm?
He's clueless, but he can walk.
Yeah, no,
how
like
are your
his
characters
strong boy.
feeling after
Tired.
hours of walking in
Tired.
during the night.
I want to sleep.
Yeah.
I am just Ryu is kind of like a bit like thinking like, okay, but what am I gonna do after this? But at the same time, he's like taking it one step at a time. Do not think too much. Do not think about your family. Do not think about the army. Do not think about anything. Just platypus bear and vibes. Like he's just like this is perfect side quest to the existential dread of betraying my whole nation. So it's just like just keep walking, Ryu. You're fine. Keep going.
I think my character is a bit conflicted because he wants to help the people, also Mori, but he's also doesn't agree that Mori stole the food.
I'm just tired. I want to sleep. I'm just walking and just like earthbending like this little pebble ahead of me as if I'm like kicking it. Just
Just keep yourself going.
yes, just keep walking. That's like how I went to Holland Sport.
That's one.
How spread out are we? Like in the
How is,
walk?
for the last one, how's Shuka doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm still thinking about how it all went down. And how I got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't help but have that commander of the village, Commander Ming, I was called, on my mind because I sort of made him like my adversary. So
Yeah.
I keep thinking on ways how I can get him back. Maybe ways to still find that artifact that me and my gang missed out on. So that's
The
basically
fire
what I'm scheming. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
The commander
From
of
the
that
harbor.
harbor
from the
village.
harbor
Yeah.
town where
He
you
was
take
called
him.
Commander Ming. So
Hmm.
when like our heist failed and he arrested us and all, he sort of became my adversary, at least mentally.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Not physically. Mentally.
Not yet physically. Like we haven't really
You
come to
took
blows.
everything
so-
from me. Who are you?
You want to fight this guy?
Yeah.
Don't even.
I don't even know who you are. Yeah, exactly. So that's basically what I'm still looking for, ways to maybe like get in touch with the Black Hand, see if they took the artifact, and if they maybe are looking to get back to
So you're just
Commander Ming
determined
as well.
walking towards the
Yeah.
Black
I mean, you could ask Ryu about him since technically we work together, even though I don't know really anything about the character, but like flavor-wise.
Maybe smart not to talk about it now.
Yeah, fair
No,
enough.
I definitely
Doesn't matter.
I'm definitely scheming on the
You're
background
scheming.
on this. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think about how the tiredness of not sleeping for a night would affect your
Yeah.
character's reactions
Grumpy.
for the rest of the day?
Again, Ryu is kind of fine because military training.
My character's probably used to it as well.
I'm gonna get angry. Definitely.
I'm just
Hangry.
fucking moody.
Nice.
Just kicking my little dumb rock in front of me, just walking.
Just walking. Cool. So after about 5.5 hours of all distractions from the little platypus bear, you get to what I can only describe to. Was it the sound you made?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was my throat. Did you?
Just heard
No, that was like my throat, but I didn't think that was like could be heard by other people.
That was fun.
Like it's like when your throat does that thing, like there's a bit of air in your throat and it like gurgles, kind of. I didn't know people could hear that.
Just felt quiet and just
That was involuntary gurgle.
Okay, great. Good to know.
Okay.
I was afraid for a second that you were in pain or
No.
something. Either mentally or physically. But.
Involuntary gurgle, no,
I mean,
no.
when I'm hungover, I have it all the time. I just
Okay, so yeah, that's your character's reaction to it.
yeah, just.
He was like, okay.
Brown stomach.
I ate some cat.
And after your large hike, you get to what seems to be a small clearing in the forest and surrounded by small plots of land and storage sheds. You see a quaint little cottage. And there's smoke coming out of the chimney.
Mhm.